Devlog number 2, here we go. So, I spent a long time trying to nail down my save system. I think I finally got it pretty close to working. So, that's really exciting. It'll probably break a few more times in the future and I'll have to redo it, but it seems like it's working for now. So, that's good. I have been working on dungeon stuff for the dungeons. So, I've got floors and walls and pillars, like building blocks that I can sort of piece together and build different dungeons out of. Um, so that's really exciting. My first attempt at the dungeon building blocks was awful and very upsetting. I redid it and I'm so glad I did because I think it looks a lot better now. So that's really cool. We're gonna start getting dungeons into the game, and that's really exciting. I've also been working on enemies. I made a new enemy and a new dungeon boss, which I haven't made new enemies in I think months. So that was really cool too to be doing that. So there's new enemies. This new dungeon boss was the first actual boss enemy that I made with intentions to be a boss. So that's really exciting too. So I've actually got my first I mean technically there was a dungeon I made before this dungeon that I just made, but this is like the first dungeon I made that's like it's got the pieces it needs to be a dungeon, and it's got the boss, and like everything I used for it was intended to build dungeons. So that's really exciting. I'm going to rebuild the first one I made with all the proper pieces to make it look good, make it look like a dungeon. um, I'm still working on figuring out how to make dungeons, make them like big enough and exciting enough and grand enough, and they're supposed to be kind of small and kind of quick. I didn't want it to be like these big sprawling confusing mazes. I wanted it to be like slightly confusing confusing enough to be exciting, um, but I wanted you to be able to get through it in 5 or 10 minutes, as long as you are good enough to get through it. I'm getting some plot elements in there. I'm getting some dungeon situation in there, so that's all really cool and exciting. Um, Currently, I'm working on this new forest. That's gonna be really cool. It's like this dark forest, and it's got the fog, of course. Like it's pretty cliche, I guess, but but I like it, and I think it's gonna be a good addition to the game. It's gonna break up the bright, sunny feeling of the main kind of overworld. Um, so that's cool. I want to add some mysterious spots, and there's a dungeon inside it. So thanks for watching and listening. Subscribe if you want to keep up to date with what's going on with this project and see more. And I'll catch you on the flip side.